Hello everybody, this is Mugi from Taktik Airsoft. Today we're going to be looking at medium capacity and low capacity magazines. These are regularly anywhere between 30 to 120 rounds. We're going to be looking at how to use the speed loader also, and just to get a general knowledge about how these magazines function. So first of all, you'll notice that compared to a high capacity magazine, you'll see a difference that there is basically no roller system at the bottom. So if you look at all these magazines, there's no roller at the bottom. This one has a selector. We'll get into this in a few seconds. So the way that these are designed, they have their own self-sustained spring system. And you just basically load the BBs and they go all the way in kind of an S pattern inside. And you can put, like I said, around 120 rounds. Some magazines have the capacity to do 30 rounds. As you can see here, we have a selector right there. This one also has one, but it's internal. We'll look at this in a few seconds. So this one for maintenance, you can basically open this side up and you can twist it out and take the spring out. If you can clean it with high compressed air, but that's mostly how you would proceed. Some magazines like this one, basically what it has is to get access to the spring mechanism or to the selector. Basically it's a plate, so we press on the bottom here and the plate is supposed to come out easily. There we go. So we see here, so it comes out. Then at this point we push the magazine out, and you'll see on this side you actually have the same system here to get access to the spring. So it's a little feeder system here, so you can pull out your spring if there's anything inside, and you have the switch from medium to low capacity here. So this is one of the other designs. So again, we'll put this back together, clip it, and there we go. These types of magazines, actually where the switch is on the bottom, you can select between 30 rounds, and I think this one is this is 120 also. This one has a feeding device that basically pops out. You have to be very careful with these systems because you can actually bend this if you feed the magazine inappropriately. So just be careful on how you're loading the magazine and whatnot. So I'll go through loading the magazine and we'll see how to proceed. So normally if you look at your average speed loader, you'll see that there's actually numbers that dedicate the amount of BBs that you can actually put in. It's a bit of an approximation, but each time you push on the lever, you're feeding 4 BBs inside with this design. So you can load it up. So we pop open the top. Oh, just in case, some of them actually have like a trigger mechanism. So there's buttons or switches. So we press on this, pops out. Suggested, leave your hand and just don't let it pop out. You can break it if you're not careful. So we're going to put some BBs inside and we're going to load the magazine. So from the bottle to the BB loader. Here we go. So I have roughly 75. I'll put a bit more. Here we go. So we see the BBs inside. One of the things, if you look at the way the speed loader is designed, is that there's kind of a soft side. So people tend to like push this way. So you cramp in your hands like this, push here. But you have to be very careful because if you look at the way the BBs are designed, they fall on the bottom and they push down here. So in reality, if you actually load like this, at one point, you'll be missing BBs. So what you have to do is you actually have to invert yourself and kind of put yourself in the other direction to be able to load properly. So if we take a regular magazine, similar to this one, so we just put it basically inside. I do the angle, and then I count down, and then basically I am loading the magazine with the BBs here. Sometimes you can hit a snag, it's possible, but it's okay. So I'm going to stop here for this model. And we'll just take a look here quick. So you can see the BBs are inside. I'm going to use the tension, and there we go. We've ejected the BBs. When it comes to this type of model, we just have to be very careful when doing the load. I'll put the magazine here. What we have to do is that we suggest that you actually put the feet inside before with your finger, and then afterwards start loading. Again, I'm using the reverse angle so I can actually put the BBs inside. There we go. Put a few in. One of the things I suggest is not to over pressurize the magazine. So even though it says maybe 120, load maybe 100, 110. That would be actually a better bet. So again, here we go. We just fed the magazine. Didn't do it properly. There we go. Until the piece comes all the way out. So this is how you would proceed in loading the medium and low capacity magazines. I hope this was informative. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate, leave a comment. And this was Mugi from Taktik Airsoft signing out.